Yes, you heard me right. There is 2 books. This is why some people only study the CIS manual and still fail this exam. Hey Sterile Processing Professionals, Brandon the Sterile Guy here, and in today's video, I'm gonna help you pass that instrument certification. Now, if you are ready to get certified, go ahead and let me know by hitting that subscribe button. Now, if you've seen my CRCST or my CHL video, I'm gonna be approaching this one the same way by letting you know which chapters are on the exam and which chapters are not. But I wanna tell you right up front, this exam is by far the hardest. Some people will tell you on the Facebook pages that the CHL exam is the hardest, but I have to tell you that is actually the easiest one if you look at the pass-fail rates. The CIS, on the other hand, is the hardest if you look at the pass-fail rates. And there's many reasons why this one is so difficult to pass. Let me talk about those reasons real quick. First comes down to test composition. Not only are you having to know how instruments are handled and worked from start to finish of the entire cleaning and disinfecting and sterilization process, you have to know a wide variety of specialties, instruments, not only what they look like, how they function, how to clean them. You have to know a lot of information to pass this exam. Now, I want you to understand that the CIS manual is not the only thing you need to be studying for this exam. If you see HSPA's website on the CIS exam, it specifically tells you that there's multiple sources that they created this exam from. So the CIS manual and the World of Surgical Instruments from Rick Schultz. Yes, you heard me right. There is 2 books. This is why some people only study the CIS manual and still fail this exam. And lucky for you, I have a discount code in the description down below where you can get this book for only $88 instead of the $114 listing price. This book goes into incredible detail on not only the instruments, but the functions, the sizes, the cleaning techniques, everything you need to know about different instruments when you're going into the CIS exam. But if the book itself is not enough, I also have a discount code for the Rick Schultz instrument coaching cards, where you can actually go through these different cards and see different instruments and the different questions that are associated. It'll ask you the name of this scissor, locate and describe inspection points, what is the sharpness test standard. So you can look at this and then you can memorize those important pieces of information that are on the back that may or may not be on that CIS exam. The discount codes for both of those separately or a bundle packed together are all in the description down below. And if you're a supervisor or a manager of a sterile processing department, you should be holding these books and or flashcards within your department to help your techs. Not only is it great for studying for the CIS exam, it's great just to reference when you're working with instruments. So you can also use those discount codes purchasing through your hospital to get several of those books for your technicians to have on hand. Okay, now the second reason that this test is harder is because it comes down to training. A lot of departments do not train well. I've seen so many techs regurgitate what they learned to techs that they're training and never actually verify if that information they learned from someone else was correct. At what point do you stop and say, what am I doing? Is this correct? Maybe I should check Amy. And then third, it comes down to human performance. Some techs don't spend enough time actually checking out the instruments and inspecting them to make sure that they work properly as they're assembling. And because of this, they may not spend enough time to actually learn what the true names of those instruments are. There's other techs who only stay within a small number of specialties, like maybe they only reprocess general and GYN trays, whereas another one, maybe they only do neuro and ortho. And because you don't get that variety, you're gonna miss really important questions on the exam simply because you're staying to a specific specialty. And lastly, some techs are just downright lazy and only process the most easy trays that are on the racks. And you know who I'm talking about. I'm just here throwing shade, no big deal. Okay, now that we got that all out of the way, let's get to the important stuff you need to know to pass the CIS exam. Here is the list of chapters that are on the CIS exam. This exam unfortunately has the majority of the chapters on the exam because instruments are so critical and take up a large number of the chapters. And here is the list of chapters that are not on the exam. It's only 5 chapters, but it makes up a total of 57 pages you don't have to read, which is 10% of the book. Not nearly as awesome as the CRCST, but still good enough to help you focus on what you really need to study for this test. Besides the world of surgical instruments and the flashcards from Rick Schultz, the Etsy store also has practice exams for the CIS that you can read and study and make sure you know the answers to different aspects of cleaning, inspection, instrument identification, the works. It's all included in those practice exams. So many techs have used this specific practice exam, the CIS practice exam, and passed the exam. So why not be the next one? Thank you guys for all your support. Any topics or videos you want to see, please put them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one.